You can certainly begin by telling people what this is all about, So whoever watches us online or otherwise for the first time, they should get an idea about what they're getting into. So good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. And welcome to Empowering Morning Conversations. A good friend and our senior teammate, Kunain Shahidi, is going to welcome and introduce this session. So go ahead, Kunain.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And very good morning once again, one and all, wherever and whatsoever you're doing in whatsoever part of the world. So myself, Kunain Shahidi, welcome you on behalf of Sukhdeepak Malwai to Empowering Morning Conversation. So very, 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 very warm welcome to you all. It's another day and another opportunity for all of us to become a best version of ourselves. And that's what we do here. So let's start today's 217th session of Empowering Morning Conversation. And as the name suggests, we get empowered here. How? We learn the new things, we practice the various tools, and in the process, we rediscover ourselves and our potential, because we all believe that we are magnificent, wonderful, and extraordinary human being. And our Creator has given all the power, all the potentials, all the ability to us to achieve whatsoever we want to achieve, whatsoever our goals, whatsoever success we are looking for, and whatsoever satisfaction we want in our life. So what we do here, we interact, we have the conversation, and we ensure that we shift ourselves from survival mode to creation mode. Because this is what happens. We all, majority of the human beings in this planet Earth are for survival. And each and every one working for the survival. What we believe in this Empowering Morning Conversation with our coach, Mr. Sukhdeepak Malwai, that we have the power to shift from survival to creation mode. And that's what is the purpose of this life. If not, we just live life like animal, but we are human beings. We have the potential to create. And whatsoever we are today in 2021, now 2022 is starting. If you look around yourself, these gadgets, the laptop or the mobile, all are created by human being. And this would be possible only when we start thinking that creation is possible. But normally what happens, we go into the default mode of reaction. We react, we resist, we blame, we complain. But in this morning conversation, we shift ourselves from default mode of survival to creation mode of power, creation mode of our ideal life. And what is that ideal life we all are looking for? That is nothing but all of life comes to us with ease and joy and glory. Each and every moment of our life, each and every experience of life, we feel happiness, we feel contentment, and we feel joy. And that's what we do here. We practice to ensure that whenever we go out after this 1 hour conversation, we be in that mind state and we enjoy the life. We be in the allowance and we be in the Nina ma'am's microphone. So thank you so much. And with that, I would like you all to please help me to welcome for another wonderful morning conversation, which is going to definitely empower us. Please help me to welcome Sukhdeepak Malwai, sir.
I'm going to invite Neeti to tell everybody also her version of what is Empowering Morning Conversations and why everybody is here and why everybody should be here. let's set the tone. Thank you, Kunen. That was a wonderful introduction. And let's add a little more masala to it.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. EMC is like that flight that we take from our destination to a new destination because we choose to go there. It is like the train journey where we book our tickets and we decide the station we need to get off at. It is like the bus journey that takes us round the countrysides and beautiful sceneries to our destination. So this is a journey that we voluntarily opt to take. We all have a life, a beautiful life, and we all get into the survival mode, meeting our expenses, or we get into competition of survival, competition of performance, competition of coming first, competition of standing apart. And in all of this, we forget to be our own selves. And EMC is a platform where we come together to remind ourselves in a gentle way to enjoy the hour of being our own true selves and carry that feeling through the day as we attend to our chores, roles, and responsibilities. And over a period of time, we start to feel the difference in our entire environment around the house, around our place of work, in our life, as our energies begin to calm and we are a lot more at peace with ourselves and in turn, a lot more at peace with the world around us. So that is what EMC is. If you're looking for a change in life, if you're looking to be the true you, this is where you belong. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's have Rama Zen. Rama will also add something to it. He's one of our oldest members, one of the founder members of this group.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. So today you are going to represent yourself by the goddess. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So EMC is for us a place to recharge. Time to every day we recharge ourselves with positivity to remove all the negativity we gather from our surroundings and the other people. So that's why we are all here, and we learn a lot of tools and techniques to handle the life in a very better way. That's what EMC is all about.
All right. Thank you very much, Rama. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So welcome everybody. So Empowering Morning Conversations is a conversation, and very few people actually use conversations the way we are using them. See, a conversation, according to me, is an opportunity to create new possibilities for everybody who participates. All right. Now, we are all very fond of listening to lectures, and I can give you lectures. I mean, I can record a lecture and post it every morning. You can listen to it. That will give you value too. But the kind of value you get when you participate in a conversation. Now, what does it mean to participate in a conversation? That you converse, you ask questions, you give your inputs. So this morning conversation is not standing only on Sukhdeepak, but when you have a conversation with him and with everybody else on this platform, you are opening up new possibilities. Because it is, and you will notice those people who've been here with us for a long time, how we were evolving this conversation. Okay? So it's a wonderful place to be in. And the foundation is all the questions that I ask you, which make you reflect about your life. See, everything is available today. Knowledge is available. Right? Is there a shortage of knowledge today? Thanks to Mr. Google Baba, you can get information about anything that you need. And we are all gold mines full of information, full of knowledge. Like my Malayali brothers will say, we got a lot of knowledge from the college. Yeah, so the knowledge is there. So what difference does it make? So it's not about what you know. It's about how you know what you know. That's going to make a difference. Okay? So I believe we would all love to live our life powerfully. We would all love to live a life that we love. We would all like a life that is full of ease and joy and glory. See, we all know old homilies are there. Work hard. If you want to succeed, sure. If you want to do that, do that. Can you succeed with ease? Have you seen people who live their life with ease and with joy? We've all seen them in our lives. Who are those people? Anybody wants to answer? We see those people living their life with ease and joy. Who are those people? They enjoy every moment of their life. Hello, this is a place where you guys are
So
supposed
small kids.
yeah,
Animals.
small kids. Yeah, animals don't have time to judge anything, so they just live. Butterflies, birds, children. Okay. And I want you to think of one thing, when you learned how to drive a car, was it exciting?
Yes, sir.
It was exciting, right?
Yeah.
And why was it exciting?
We are learning a new thing.
Yeah, and you had to be careful also, no? How to keep your handle straight, when to change your gears,
Yes, sir.
right? It was exciting. And after some time, it became a habit,
Yeah.
right? So we may be spending maybe 2 hours every day commuting from one place to another in our car, right? Do we enjoy it? Some people enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy it. I'm having a ball of a time when I'm driving. I'm listening to music, I'm looking at all interesting things, right? I'm driving my car also, I'm getting the same pleasure out of it. And there are some people in the car who are fretting and fuming, "Arey, why is this fellow coming from this side? Oh, so much traffic. Oh, this, oh, this, oh, this, oh, this." That's how we live our life also, right? There's no control over our life, is there? So we're so busy, like when you're driving, some people are busy judging. Or we have these backseat drivers, no? When we are driving, "Arey, tum aisa kyun chala rahe ho? Tum aisa kyun kar rahe ho? Arey, usko dekho, ooh." So what happens to your enjoyment? So now you look at your life and see, do we have a life of ease and joy? Now there are sometimes people who don't let you have ease and joy. Most of the time it is you who does not let you have ease and joy. Isn't it? So what is it that we are doing that does not allow us to live our life with ease, joy, and glory? It's a good question to keep asking yourself. Right? What is it that I'm doing that is not allowing me to live my life with ease, joy, and glory? And what is it that I'm doing which I'm not even allowing my family members to live their life in ease, joy, and glory? Now, what are we doing? And a very interesting thought which came into my mind just now was, do you believe in yourself? There is an old saying which goes, as you believe, so shall it be in our life. Have you heard that one? As you believe, so shall it be in your life. Do you believe in yourself? So if you don't
No.
believe in yourself, why don't you believe in yourself? So Abhinavji, you said no. So why do you not believe in yourself?
क्योंकि जो कुछ सोच whatever I think I will do, I don't do it. Whatever I think I should be doing, I don't do it. Not able to do it. So it's as if I have no control over myself. So I not only have no control over my actions, I have no control over even my thoughts. So how can I believe in a person, such person?
But is it possible for you to have control over your thoughts?
No.
Why? You learned that bringing your attention in your control exercise, you may be able to.
Temporary.
हाँ, तो उसको जितना एक्सरसाइज करोगे, सब कुछ टेम्पररी होता है. गाड़ी चलाते हो ना,
हाँ 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 हाँ
So you have to constantly keep driving your car, right?
या
आप बोल सकते हो कि नहीं नहीं, अब मैंने ना गाड़ी को लाइन पे लगा दिया है, वो अपने आप चलती रहेगी। चलती है क्या?
नहीं
नहीं चलती है ना।
हाँ हाँ हाँ
So one of the things is, okay, so I'm not able to, my thoughts are not in my control. That I can agree with you. But
या
I have the power to focus my thoughts wherever I want. Practice नहीं करते हैं, वो बात अलग है.
हाँ प्रैक्टिस नहीं करते
So when my mind gets अटका out, when it gets stuck on something, तो वहीं अटका रहता है. We don't want to remove it from there.
या
I don't know what pleasure we are getting out of those kind of thoughts.
या
Now for a simple thing, I remember जब मैं young था, right? If somebody did not smile at me in the morning, see, normally people say good morning to you in the
Yeah,
office.
yeah.
Somebody for some reason never said back, I said good morning, he never said it back to me. And I would be thinking about it for hours. कि क्या हो गया? Why is he not saying good morning to me? You know? Arya, if it's such a big concern, अगर मैं पूछूंगा तो वो सोचेगा ये पागल है क्या? So I wouldn't even ask him. Does it happen sometimes? I know people, उन्होंने एक मीटिंग रिक्वेस्ट डाला किसी को, अपने बॉस को, बॉस ने 4 दिन मीटिंग रिक्वेस्ट आंसर नहीं किया, एंड ही इज गेटिंग अपसेट. ओह, आई थिंक बॉस इज वेरी एंग्री विद मी, आई थिंक आई एम गोइंग टू लूज माय जॉब नाउ, he has not accepted my meeting request. Right now the mind is stuck on that only. See, but do you not know that, hey, listen, there's no point keeping your mind stuck over there. What action should I take right now? अपना ध्यान को वहां डालो. That capability we have or we don't have. We don't exercise that capability. हम इस्तेमाल नहीं करते हैं, वो बात अलग है. Are you getting it, Abhinav? Are you there? So Abhinav was answering this question. Do you believe in yourself? He said, no, I don't. So I said, why don't you believe in yourself? So he gave the answer to that. And my answer is, Abhinav, if you recognize this, कि मेरा ध्यान मेरे काबू में नहीं है, that means if you want to start believing in yourself, what do you have to do? Be the driver of your life, right?
Absolutely.
So how do you become the driver of your life? Being in charge of your thoughts, mastering your feelings. See, there are 3 things which we are not we are not in charge of. हमने ढीला छोड़ा हुआ है. We don't take charge of our thinking. वो इधर उधर जाती है परिस्थितियों के हिसाब से. Circumstances pull us in this direction, we'll start thinking about that. Circumstances pull in this direction, we'll start thinking of that. If somebody speaks a little rudely to us, we'll start thinking about that. Okay. If somebody did not give me words of encouragement, then I'll start thinking about that. Okay. Now it is my thinking. Why should I allow my thoughts to dwell on something which disempowers me? I mean, so futile exercise, right? मैं ऐसी बात सोचूं ही क्यों? Now also, do you notice one thing? All of you, I'm saying, not only to Abhinav, that we have a tendency to interpret things. What is an interpretation? Something is happening, we are telling something about it. उन्होंने मुझे ऐसा बोला क्योंकि मुझसे प्यार नहीं करते. That is an interpretation. एक इंटरप्रिटेशन और भी हो सकती है कि मुझे बोलने का कष्ट वो इसीलिए उठाते हैं क्योंकि वो मुझसे प्यार करते हैं. Now, which is the interpretation that will empower you? Tell me. Your default interpretation, which is they hate me, that is why वो नुक्ता चुनी करते रहते हैं, जब देखो टोकते रहते हैं, क्योंकि मुझे hate करते हैं, मुझे जलील करना चाहते हैं. These are all interpretations that we have. And you'll have lot of justification to prove नहीं ऐसा ही है, वो सबके साथ ऐसे ही करते हैं, सिर्फ एक ही बंदा है जिसको ऐसा नहीं करते हैं क्योंकि उसको प्यार करते हैं, मेरे को नहीं करते हैं. These are all interpretations, is it not? I mean, you don't know, na, what is the truth because you never went inside the head of that person. So, do we have some control over our awareness? Guys, are we aware of what's going on? At least we are aware, na, that my mind is getting stuck on non-productive things. So then what should you do? You should take your mind and focus it on what? If my mind is focused on non-productive things, where should I focus my mind on? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a question for all of you. Who would like to answer it? If my attention and my mind is stuck on non-productive things, like blaming is non-productive, worry is non-productive, grumbling is non-productive, complaining is non-productive. So what is productive? I mean, what is the right use of your attention? Where should you put it?
Creation, sir.
Right? Creation of what? So let us say you are upset about something and your mind is fixed on that. Then where should you fix your attention then? Resolving that issue. Yeah, finding a creative solution to the
Go
problem.
back that
What's that? Yeah, somebody said,
go back that previous action and recheck and satisfy.
no, you're not coming across clearly. Who's speaking?
This is Abu Bakr, I think is walking. So you are getting muted, Abu Bakr, time to time. So
Yeah, so Abu Bakr, could you repeat what you said because it was not very audible?
Yeah, what I am trying to say, go back that previous action and recheck and find the problems. If there is nothing, then satisfy ourselves.
Yeah, so there's no need to go back even, no? You can simply say, okay, hello, where should I focus my attention so that there is a possibility, so that there is a solution. Okay, the first thing that will set you free is putting your mind on what you desire, right? What we do is we are keeping our mind fixed on what we don't desire, what we don't want, what we don't like. So we all started with one question, and the question was, do you believe in yourself? So let's go back to that question, because otherwise we'll go everywhere and everywhere. So Abu Bakr, do you believe in yourself? Yeah, Gautam ji, you want to say something about that? Do you believe in yourself?
Yes, we believe on ourselves because without believing on me, I cannot perform. I cannot do work, or I cannot take the responsibility. And that is very important. And what mind, like a child, he can come out and he can be in a different position, especially in the where there is some negative thought, where is something like a comfortable position. That is always good. But it's our duty due to this practice, EMC. We are just learning how to bring back in the right track, how to be productive. I always think now after this doing this class, I start thinking what I have to do, what is my job, and what I have to do, and what is my main assignment in this day. And I think on that, and I just plan accordingly. So my mind came from default mode to creative mode.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
you can do that only when you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't believe in yourself, you'll say it's all hopeless. There is no use. What is the point of trying? It is not going to happen. So we should recognize whenever we are behaving in a manner that would say that we don't believe in ourselves, we should recognize that at least and say to ourselves, what are you doing, man? Do you believe in yourself
Yes,
or not?
yes.
If you believe in yourself, how would you handle this situation? Yes, Milanji.
My perception is that, yes, I believe in myself, but it's not so profound, not so firm, not so innate.
What
Probably
does
I
that
have,
mean? Can you explain it?
this is something, it's not forceful. I mean, I somehow it's a wishy-washy manner. Oh yeah, I believe in myself, but it's very wishy-washy manner. So therefore,
Yeah, not
what
that
I,
much, huh?
pardon?
I believe in myself, but not that much.
Not that much, not that profound, not that strong. I mean, I have to strengthen it. I have to work towards disciplining myself that yes, I believe in myself. And this belief comes from the very core of my heart and go ahead moving it, implement it in all works of life. then probably I'll be able to change my way of believing in myself and going ahead with the life. Thank you.
That brings me to a next question for all of you. What will it take for me to start believing in myself? So let's listen to Neeti first, and then you can answer the next question.
Okay, fine. Neeti ji.
Yes, Neeti ji.
Sir, where believing in one's own self, I feel, what is coming to me is at two levels. One is there are people who have a lot of force and they forcefully say, yes, I will do it. It'll happen. Ho jayega, main usko bol dunga, main kar dunga, and it happens. And then there are some of us who believe that, yes, I am going to exercise all my effort. I am not going to let myself down. The effort is concerned. But we are not able to announce that, yes, we will achieve it the way it is being perceived, or, we are not being able to affirm the outcome right in the beginning. But we have that belief that I will not let myself down where effort is concerned.
Okay, so you're again back in the world of doing, huh? Very nice. But my question is simple. Do you believe in yourself?
Yes.
So if you believe in yourself, how would that show up in your life?
It keeps me consistent on things that I desire, the goals that I have. It keeps me bringing back onto that track and keeps pushing me.
So you would not give up. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
That's one of the ways it will show up. How else will it show up? I mean, somebody, you know what, if you meet someone who does not believe in himself or herself, would you recognize them?
Yes.
And what would you see them doing that you'll say that they don't believe in themselves?
They will hold very low esteem value. They will doubt themselves. They'll be very wishy-washy on everything. They will not be able to express an opinion. They will not be able to express their desire.
They'll be very tentative. If you ask them to do something, they'll say, let me see. You know.
They'll try and avoid situations.
They may avoid or not, but they'll never give you a firm, let's say, commitment. They don't let us see, let us wait, let us watch. No, I'm not sure. You can make up the doubt.
Yes.
What we call as self-doubt will be more, no, in such people who don't believe in themselves.
Yes.
And they're so afraid of the outcome not happening, because already they have a little, very small self-belief in themselves. And then if they commit to something, they are afraid that if it doesn't happen, then I'll be even more diminished in my own eyes. So they don't want to commit to anything either.
Yes. They don't want to even commit to a time. If you ask them to meet them at a time, they don't even want to commit to that time, that 4 o'clock, or that also they find it difficult.
How do I know whether I'll be able to come or not? This is like somebody trying to predict, I don't know whether I'll be alive in the next minute or not. Actually, there's no guarantee about that either, right? But we believe in ourselves, right?
Yes.
So the point is key, you will notice that we keep on, see, there is, if you believe in yourself, there is a certain way you live your life. And we live our life in a certain way whenever we are believing in ourselves. And then something happens and we don't believe in ourselves. So if you keep looking at the way life is showing up, it will keep giving you an indication, now I stopped believing in myself. What happened was you are not believing in yourself anymore. I remember a conversation I had with Gautam when he was asked to go to Bangalore. And he was so frightened and why they're calling me to Bangalore and all. Remember? Right, Gautam? Then what happened? Something good only happened, right?
Yes.
He was having some fear of some dire circumstances. So that was the moment of your life when you were not believing in yourself, right?
Absolutely.
A person who believes in himself will say, okay, let me see what will happen. What is the worst that can happen? Whatever happens, I'll handle it. Yeah, you wanted to say something, Gautamji.
Yeah, this basically is can-do attitude is important. And if we can do, that is any responsibility related with our field. In the beginning, if I thinking that is I am not able to perform, so it is difficult to perform. And if I'm the positive attitude, like I can do it, or I can take the responsibility. And I'll do, maybe sometimes some hindrance will be there. Sometimes some performance maybe come down, but it is not in every time. But out of 100, 90% will be successful. 10% maybe some shortcoming, and which we can do the analysis and we can rectify and improve in the next when I'm going to perform next. So this
Okay.
is a
Great. Thank you very much. Yes, Milanji, you wanted to say something?
My first taste of a person being little wishy-washy and not having confidence in himself is that they use these words more often than not, that I guess, perhaps, let's have a look at it. And whenever, not that everybody is like this, some people even do it as a matter of this thing, it's just a vocabulary. But then some people who actually do it very profoundly, I'm a little worried about those people, that probably I'm dealing with somebody who has a little bit of problem of, self-confidence. So this is something I thought probably I'll share with you. Thank you.
Very good. So you know how to recognize people who don't believe in themselves.
Indeed.
So think some more. What will it take for you to start believing in yourself? What stops you from believing in yourself? And the question is, what will it take for you to start believing in yourself? So who wants to answer that one?
I will, sir. Get rid of all your inhibitions. I'm just doing a laundry list. I'm giving a laundry list. All inhibitions. Get rid of all of your fears and don't get paralyzed by analysis. Just do it. I mean, if you feel like doing something, you decide on this, take a choice, make a choice, decide and go ahead with it. Thirdly, the kind of what if analysis, as I said, then thirdly is becauses. Don't give the blame to others for not having done something or not being able to do something. Fourth, another this thing I have seen is many of us, in fact, it also at times, there's something which was ingrained in me was, so the thing is that I didn't own up. I mean, this is something which is a major this thing for which in terms of, building up confidence, building up belief in ourselves, is that we have to learn to own up things. The moment we do it, probably that is the time we'll be able to do something. Thirdly, discipline.
Yeah, when you say own up things, is being responsible.
Being responsible, indeed. Absolutely. These are basically the things which probably will help me in terms of, believing in myself and having self-confidence. Thank you.
Yeah, so if you summarize it, give up all doubts, give up all inhibitions, get into action. Get into action and do what you want to do. That will make you start believing in yourself. That's what I would summarize what Milanji said. Take responsibility for what's going on.
Dot on. Yep.
Right? Okay, somebody else. What will it take for you to start believing in yourself?
Sir, I feel that one single achievement, one single victory, that is enough to turn the table, sir. If you're able to achieve once, and then your mind power takes over, and then you'll find a replication of your efforts.
Okay, so create milestones and achieve those milestones. It will add value to you.
Correct, and it will get replicated, sir.
Yeah, but have you noticed that achievement, that what you're talking about, what does that mean?
So you believe that you will achieve something out of 10 out of, that is 8 out of time you don't achieve, but 2, you want to do something you achieve. That the power of 2 gets compounded, and slowly the 2 slowly starts eating the 8, and it becomes 8 versus 2, sir.
Yeah, so let's look some more at it. What kind of things, right?
Sir.
Do that would make you start believing in yourself. In fact, anything that you achieve, but if you look at the nature of that achievement, would that achievement be something where you are adding value only to yourself? Or
to the larger community or to others also.
To other people as well?
It goes to the other people also, sir.
Are you noticing that every time you do something that adds value, makes you feel valuable? Have you noticed that?
Yes, sir. True, sir.
And that would increase your self-belief, isn't it?
Very right, sir.
Am I correct in understanding what you said?
Yes, sir. Whenever it goes beyond our own self, then that
Exactly.
has got more power than if it is reduced only to ourselves, sir. Very right. Sir.
Exactly. And it's so beautiful, no, when we go beyond ourselves. So on the one side, we feel that I'm doing everything only for myself. But there is no such thing like that, actually. If you do something which impacts life, which impacts people, which makes a difference, which adds value, you know, in corporate life, we'll always ask this question: are you adding value or are you adding cost? So when I make this statement to you, now you're not working in an organization necessarily. Some of you are, some of you are not. But whatever you are living in this world, right? So I'm asking you a question: are you adding value or adding cost? What is another way you would say the same thing? This question which I'm asking you, are you adding value or are you adding cost? Is there some other way you'd say it? Yada bhavan tada bhavanti. Okay, can you?
Tad bhavati, sir. As
Yeah,
you think,
so- Yeah, so say it. Are you adding value or are you adding cost? Can you say it in other words? Let's look at our life and answer this question. Am I adding value to life or am I adding cost?
In other words, we can say that are we consuming or curating?
Yeah, consuming or contributing.
Yeah.
We all need to consume, right? For our sustenance, for our happiness, for our comfort. We need to. Right?
or
Yeah.
adding to the
Are you a blessing or a curse, boon or a bane? What stops you from unmuting yourself, raising your hand and saying it to everybody? Everybody doesn't read the chat, no? We'd love to hear the sound of your voice, Induji. Say something more about that.
or adding to the problem or
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Induji. Go ahead, say it.
So, question of how can we answer that? I mean, put it. So, can we are we perceiving ourselves as a blessing or a curse in other people's life? And it might be good to even do that reality check once in a while. Ask and find out from people: am I adding value to your life? Am I being a boon, or am I being a burden or a hindrance in some way or the other?
Yep.
And we might well get our answers also.
It's a good question, you know. See, if you want to believe, one of the reasons why probably we don't believe in ourselves is we are so busy in taking. मेरे को इस आदमी से कैसा फायदा होएगा? मेरे को इससे क्या मिलेगा? That is a point of view some people have, you know. They are only interested in what they can take from others. Right? They are not interested in thinking, okay, what can I give to this person that he may want to give to me? So it's a good question to ask yourself. Am I adding value or am I adding cost? अगर परसेप्शन बनता है आपके बारे में कि आप सिर्फ लेने वाले हो, सिर्फ अपना उल्लू सीधा करते रहते हो, किसी के लिए कुछ नहीं करते हो, is that what you want to be? How would you see yourself then? So Induji said something, you know. Are you adding value or adding cost? Look at your life and see.
I myself was not so much aware of whether exactly I was adding value or I was actually consuming. But slowly, I'm getting conscious about it. And one thing I have started practicing is that it's whenever I do something, I try and seat the other person involved in this process in my seat, and what would have been his myself in the seat of the other person, and see what would have happened to him. That probably gives me some kind of a exposure in terms of what is it that I'm doing. Is it adding value for others, or it is only that I'm only confusing pen handler consumption for myself. So slowly, I'm getting into that mode, and it is actually a discipline which is setting into me in my life. Thank you.
Very interesting. Thank you very much for sharing that, Milanji. But one more thing you might notice, there are people who are adding a lot of value to life and to the people in their life, but they don't even know it. They
Absolutely
don't pay attention to it. Therefore, they don't believe in themselves.
true.
Like my good friend here, his major part of his life has been, he tries to do things for others whenever he can, and yet he doesn't believe in himself. So one thing is, hello, am I really adding value to life or not? Or I am thinking that I am adding value. Actually, I'm pretending, A lot of people do a lot of dikhawa. वो इतना करते हैं और इतना दिखाते हैं. Do you think they'll believe in themselves?
No way.
Yeah, but there are, if you see, none of us in this call, you would never be on this call if you are not a person who is a giver. Okay. In fact, there are many people here, they're only giving and they never had any attention on taking anything for themselves. And they must be thinking, Sari Zindagi, we're only doing for others. We are only trying to make others happy. We are only serving others. We have done nothing for ourselves. Right? And many of them must be feeling like victims. We've never been allowed to do anything for ourselves. We had to do for others. So if you had to do for others, do you feel like you're contributing? Then you feel like a slave.
Indeed.
But the truth of the matter is you are actually contributing, no? Whether you're doing it like a slave or you're doing it out of voluntary service. If you did not have the capability to give, if you did not have the capability to serve, nobody can even force you to serve. So you had the capability to serve, so you are serving. Whether you did it voluntarily or involuntarily, whether somebody forced you to do it or not, you are actually contributing to life and living, if you are. So it's a good 2 questions to dwell on. I'm telling you, is going to empower you a lot. One is, do I believe in myself? Second question is, am I adding value? Or am I adding cost? Now, the beautiful thing is, if I'm adding value, I am also a part of life, right? If I'm adding value for everybody, am I adding value to my life also or not? So a lot of people are busy adding value to everybody's life, but they're not adding value to their own life. जैसे हमको फुर्सत ही नहीं मिलती अपने लिए करने की. हम लोगों के लिए करने में इतने मशरूफ हैं, अपने लिए करने के लिए तो हमको फुर्सत ही नहीं मिलती है सर जी. That's not an excuse. Okay, so let's hear a few responses to these few sentences that I just spoke to you about. Yes, Induji. After Induji, we will have Reddy Garu.
So the other thing that I'd like to take forward from the thread Dr. Major Narayanan was mentioning about when in self-doubt, how do you overcome by seeing evidences of success or doing something for others, going beyond yourself. So it's one way. Sometimes when we are in self-doubt, one thing is feeling good about doing something for others. And the other thing is those people who have benefited sooner or later come around to tell you that we believe in you. I trust you, or I trust you more than you do about yourself with what you can do. So those things go like a tonic sometimes when one has self-doubts themselves. The trust other people have got in you. That helps us uplift ourselves when we are in doubt.
Yes, I agree with you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Reddy Garu. And today we have my old friend, Mr. Vijay Shah with us. Very good to see you, Vijay ji. I hope you're feeling better now. We will ask you to speak in a little while. Please wait. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Sir, what I feel is, if I believe in myself, definitely I will add value to my life.
To everybody's life, including
Yes,
myself.
including mine. That's what I.
Yeah. And so that means it also follows that if I want to start believing in myself,
Yeah,
what should I do? Start adding value to life.
life.
When I add value to life, I will see myself as a value creator,
Yes,
and the world will see me as a value creator also.
yes,
That's very important, isn't it? Now, not only
Yes.
should you be adding value,
yeah,
you should be also perceived as a person who adds value.
okay.
Don't you think so? Like
Yes,
there
sir.
are a lot of people who are adding value, but people are not knowing it or appreciating also.
Yeah,
See, for example, you are adding value to the lives of almost 600-700 people directly,
Yeah.
and maybe 6,000 people indirectly. Do they even know that you're doing that?
no, they don't know.
Yeah. So how do you balance between boasting and making people realize what we are doing for each other? So that's the topic for another discussion on another day.
Okay, sir.
Good point. If you are adding value, you will believe in yourself.
Yes, sir.
And if you believe in yourself, you will add value.
Yeah,
It goes
True, sir.
both ways, right? Very interesting. Thank you so much for sharing it. Okay, go ahead, Abhinav.
So see, when the discussion started, do you believe in yourself? And but so it was just a feeling. It was at a level of feeling. Ki, do you feel good or do you feel bad? More like that. But as the coaching, as the discussions progressed, I actually saw that actually I add a lot of value.
Okay.
On a one-to-one basis. Even if I meet somebody for a few seconds in the metro, I don't even talk to them. I add value. I sometimes just pray to God that they have a good life, because I may not even see them again. So and then I also got present to that. Who am I to decide whether whether I'm valuable or not? It is a lot of things are decided by the God, and it has given us, each one of us, lot of importance. The only thing is we have to go and take action on it.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for sharing that.
You are on mute.
Yeah, so I'm saying anybody else?
I think Kuldeep sir wants to say something. He has raised his hand. Kuldeep sir, go ahead.
In my opinion, for believing ourselves, one of the things we should do is to give high priority to commitment, and to give high priority to commitment. Some Shair has said, which may relate to this topic. This is true for any commitment and also for life. That is, ये बाजी इश्क की बाजी है, ये बाजी इश्क की बाजी है, जी जान लगा दो डर कैसा। ये बाजी इश्क की बाजी है, जी जान लगा दो डर कैसा, गर जीत गए तो क्या कहना, हारे तो बाजी मात नहीं।
Wow.
Means if we commit and if we get results, nothing like it. If we don't, it is not the end. It is just another beginning with new learning. That is what I want.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah. Who else?
Let's listen from Imtiaz साहब. काफी दिनों से खामोश हैं वो. May I invite Mr. Imtiaz to come on video?
Yeah. Before we do that, I think we should allow Mr. Vijay Shah to tell us about he's been missing for a long time, and let's welcome him back.
Yeah.
It's good to have him with us. Good morning.
So let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Yeah, you lost a lot of weight, I can see. बोलिए sir.
We are not able to hear him.
We cannot hear you. आप अपना ये जो हेडफोन को ठीक करें, कुछ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है.
सर एक काम करता हूँ मैं
अभी सुनाई दे रहा है. अभी सुनो.
मोबाइल से ज्वाइन करता हूँ.
अभी सुनाई दे रहा है. आप रुकिए, बोलिए. अभी सुनाई दे रहा है, बोलिए.
सर जब भी मैंने स्टोरी बनाई 9 अगस्त को मैं पावरफुल हूँ, तभी मुझे तकलीफ हो गई, तभी मुझे अटैक आया और एंजियोप्लास्टी करनी पड़ी. मेरे बच्चों ने एक अलग फ्लैट लिया और अलग रहने को गए, तो मुझे लगा मैं अलग हो गया हूँ, वो मुझे लव नहीं करते हैं. तो मैं फ्रेंकली मेंटली डाउन हो गया, इतना डिस्करेज हो गया कि मैं खाना मेरा बंद हो गया. आई लॉस्ट 27 kg ऑफ वेट्स इन ऑलमोस्ट 3 months. मैं दिवाली तक तो कुछ खाता ही नहीं था. ऑन द डे ऑफ दिवाली आई रियलाइज कि आई एम कैपेबल ऑफ एवरीथिंग. I'm able to contribute in the life of everybody, and my family is also capable to. My family have served me a lot during my hospitalization until today also. I feel we all are valuable, that there is nothing less. There is only doubts. जैसे I think 2 दिन पहले आपने लिखा था ना फियर के बारे में, तो ये मेरे माइंड में वो एक फियर था, वो अभी निकल गया है. और लेट मी सर, अभी हमने एक तथास्तु करके ऐप लॉन्च की है, जिसके हिसाब से जिंदगी में जो लोग चाहे वो उसे मिल जाए. थैंक यू वेरी मच. जब भी सर मैं हॉस्पिटल में था, जब भी मेरे हाथ में मोबाइल दिया गया, तो सबसे पहले मैंने एम्पावरिंग मॉर्निंग कॉन्वर्सेशन के वीडियो सुनने चालू कर दिए. मैं आज आया हूँ, लेकिन सर अब बैकग्राउंड में आप सबकी बहुत बड़ी कीमत है, एंड आई एम रियली हाईली इंडेप्टेड टू सुखदीप मलवाई जी, ईच एंड ऑल, जिसने ये दीपक जलते रखा है. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being back with us. Okay, so anything else anybody else wants to say about today's conversation? Do you believe in yourself? अच्छा, इम्तियाज भाई आपसे कुछ सुनना पसंद करेंगे हम लोग. इम्तियाज भाई, are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Fine. Thank you so much. Okay, आज के टॉपिक में मैंने ये फील किया है कि we are, am I giver or taker? अगर हम वैल्यूएबल हैं या कॉस्ट हम धरती पे बोझ हैं या हम उसमें कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं. सो आई थिंक इसमें मैं यही समझा हूँ कि अपने आप को इवेल्युएट करना है कि am I giver or taker.
गिवर तो आप हैं ही. जब आप एक बिजनेस चलाते हैं, कितने लोगों को रोजगारी देते हैं, तो आप गिवर नहीं है.
True. So that one I have to evaluate and I have to improve myself.
Once you have realization कि मैं actually गिवर हूँ.
Yeah.
और मेरे गिवर होने से मुझे ज्यादा क्या कहते हैं कुदरत से मिलता है.
Right.
Because वही मेरी वैल्यू है.
And day by day have to increase this one.
Beautiful. And that will also improve your belief in yourself.
Right. Sure.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So, okay, Kunain, I thought you will be able to tell us शायरी before you go, but अब आपको जाना है तो जाना है, बच्चों को स्कूल छोड़ना है. Okay, Rama, anything you'd like to say before we say bye-bye to everybody today?
No, sir, these questions are really, very powerful. So it's very, very relevant, and there is no straightforward answer coming to no. Well, do I believe in everything? No. Some places I believe, some things I believe in me, some things I don't. So what is stopping me to believe me? I know I am adding value, but am I believing that? Do I know what value I'm adding? So those are the questions keep coming up. It's really
Yeah. So one more question that I have for everybody is, what will it take for me to start believing in myself?
right.
And what energy, space, and consciousness will I have to be that will allow me to start believing in myself? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What will it take for me to start believing in myself? See, it's very paradoxical. Whether we like it or not, we are adding value in life. As long as you are adding value, you're going to be alive. Now, knowing that and consciously doing that, will it help you to add more value or not? That's something you want to look at. So what will it take for you to, start believing in yourself? That's a good question.
Yeah, there is one thing which comes up is that, okay, am I adding sufficiently or not? Instead of focusing on my own value add, so I start comparing with others. Oh, that person is adding much more value than me. So, he is much more better. So that really puts down whatever the value I already add.
Okay, so another question I have. When we are living in the survival mode, when we are living in the default mode, can I add more value?
No.
You understand? When I'm only working on survival, I'm obviously not creating any value for anybody. All my energy is only going in survival.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you. Malika Pillai, welcome. I think you're coming for the first time and we're very happy to welcome you. Go ahead and say whatever.
She's been there for quite some time. She's connecting from US.
I'm not coming for first time.
Acha,
I'm
maybe
not coming
once or
first
twice
time.
before you've come.
No,
Yes, ma'am.
then and there I'm coming, sir.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much for being there.
Yeah. What I feel is to believe ourselves. First of all, whatever we achieve, then and there we have to appreciate ourselves. That is the first thing. That makes us to believe ourselves. Without believe ourselves, we cannot move further. And second is always set goals. Even I am now 60 years old. Even now I'm fixing goal to achieve that. That is, as you said, that is survival. No, I always set goal in my life.
Beautiful.
Even my father at the age of 83 is setting goal, writing books, and his books are accepted all the government libraries. For the past 23 years after the retirement, he decided to write books.
Wow.
As well as doing insurance, lot of the job. So I see in my family itself, they are achieving by setting goals and appreciating. So
beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Yes, Milanji, you want to say something?
Sir, it would not have been a bad idea at times. As a matter of routine, this thing, give a pat at your back at times. Wow, what you have done is good. That probably will set some kind of a trend and discipline in terms of, gaining the confidence back to yourself. That probably.
Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much for reminding us that. Let me tell you something, Milanji. When you are only doing survival activities, when you're only fulfilling survival goals, will you be giving pat on yourself?
No.
When you break out of your mental, physical, emotional, and energetic barriers and do something which in your eyes is extraordinary, that's when you will give pat on your back, right?
Absolutely.
Now, if you look at our life in the default mode and the survival mode, what is the extraordinary thing that we are doing? We are not. That's why I keep saying, no, stop surviving, start creating.
True.
Now, when you hear inspiring examples like Malika's example, or even my example, I'm almost 69-year-old and I'm still setting goals for myself. Every day is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves, right?
Yep.
So suppose we did something and at the end of the day, we could say, wow, I did this today. Wow, I did this today. I've seen these little children, you know, like when my youngest son was about 4 or 5 years old, we used to stay in a duplex apartment. Okay. So there was a staircase going up. Now these children who would come to play, they would climb the stairs and jump. They were fond of doing that jumping, climbing the stairs and jump. And I noticed that they would always jump from stair number 3 or 4. All right. So I asked one of those kids, why are you jumping from 3 and 4 step, you know? Why not from the first step? So he says, Uncle, maza nahi aayega. You know, if I stump from, now what we are doing in our life is always jumping from step number 1 only, na? Playing safe, don't get hurt. Then I told that guy, why don't you jump from step number 7? So he says, Uncle, मैं पागल हो गया हूँ, मेरी टांग टूट जाएगी. Even a 4-year-old kid, he knows that, you know. And if you play too small, you will not enjoy it. But if you try to play beyond your boundaries, you will break your leg.
Absolutely. Break boundaries, go for a fees in life.
Yeah,
Go for the fees in life.
expand, you know, stretch.
Indeed.
How
fees.
much are we doing stretching in our life?
Absolutely.
So if you are doing the same old thing, you know,
All over
day
again.
in and day out,
Mm.
you know what will happen? Like they say, old saying, no, idle mind is a devil's workshop. So if you do the same old thing day after day, day after day, day after day, after some time your mind will very soon get into a complaining mode.
Yep.
कि सर मजा नहीं आ रहा है लाइफ में, बोर हो गया लाइफ में. And we are people, we don't have time to get bored, I say.
You're doing work as programmed, as if.
Yeah, but if you are expanding, if you are creating, you know, if you're going beyond what you did yesterday,
Yeah.
you will have a sense of accomplishment and joy, you know.
To break the barrier, indeed. Breaking the barrier.
Yes, Rama sir.
Sir, like you said, there is a strong connection between the default mode versus creation mode and the question we asked today. Even if I add value, lot of value to others, still if I'm in default mode, I don't recognize that. And I don't believe in myself. I think the fundamental thing is to move from default mode to creation mode.
Exactly.
Because there are many people who add value, but if they add value from the default mode, there is no way they can recognize that. Thank you, sir.
All right, great. Thank you very much, guys. I think time is up. Thank you very much for your participation. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for another edition of Empowering Morning Conversations. Rama, Kunen, I think tomorrow or day after we can expect Mr. Vetrivel to be back also. I'm really looking forward to that. I think he's going to pack his family and send them back to India. Then he'll come on the call. Huh? Anyway, all right. See you tomorrow. God bless you. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.